We'll take a look at that developing nor'easter in just a moment, but we have a cold night on the way here. Now, expecting freezing temperatures on the North Shore, just because they're not highlighted, is because we've already seen several freezes north of the lake, whereas we have not seen only really one freeze in the city. And really, it does not include the New Orleans area. This is a freeze warning for overnight tonight, as temperatures are expected to get generally in the upper 20s to low 30s for several hours. But we're going to be well below freezing for a longer period on the North Shore, and even some of the river parishes. Notice even the northern bayou parishes, they are included in the freeze warning for tonight, and we may see upper 20s, low 30s. So kind of a widespread freeze is expected overnight and as we get the day started tomorrow. Today's high, we got up to 55 degrees and a morning low of 45. Cloud cover most of the day kept those temperatures down, and strong winds made it feel colder than that. We were in the 40s as we started out the day, so we did not have a freeze this morning. We're going to make up for that tomorrow morning, as most of us will see sub-freezing or at least near freezing temperatures. Mostly clear skies, good visibility out toward downtown, a chilly 50, and dew points are lower. Winds have been ripping out of the north-northwest right now at 13 miles an hour. In the 40s, low 50s across the map at the moment, and a wind advisory still in effect for the South Shore, as winds have been gusting up to almost 30 miles an hour at times. They are beginning to settle and will continue to do so through the overnight tonight. That's still a bit of a breeze, but not as strong as they had been earlier. Morning clouds long since cleared out during the midday and afternoon, and that allowed for more sunshine. So we kind of ended the day on a very pretty note, but it stayed pretty chilly. This upper trough is what brought down that very cold air, and it's bringing very cold air across much of the nation, with the core of that cold staying across more of the Ohio Valley and especially up toward the Great Lakes. What this upper low is also doing is helping to develop that developing nor'easter, which we'll highlight in just a moment. This cold core is going to be leaving us, and we will begin a slow warming trend as we head into Sunday and early next week. But it will be a brief warm-up. Temperatures probably peaking in the low 70s by Wednesday, and then another developing upper trough will send another cold front our way as we get into some point during the day Thursday, and likely bringing a pretty cold end of next week and the following weekend. As I mentioned, that upper low is that upper trough is developing a low over the Atlantic waters. That is the developing nor'easter, as it is associated with the ample moisture from the Atlantic Ocean. When that changes over to that heavy snow across much of the eastern seaboard, really from the Carolinas through the Canadian Maritimes, we're expecting a heavy snow, strong winds, and as you heard in that report, very similar to hurricane force winds, just you add in the cold and the threat for the snow. Some spots, especially along the coastline, could easily see over a foot to almost 20 inches of snow. Obviously, those numbers get far higher on the coast, and then as you go inland toward the New England states and up into Canada, those totals quickly drop off. But right along the coastline, they are expecting a fairly significant snow accumulation from that system. For us, though, no snow, but freezing temperatures, even in the metro area, although the metro New Orleans is not included in the freeze warning, but it does include northern Jefferson Parish as we drop into the 20s and low 30s. Tomorrow afternoon, a lot of sunshine, but we will stay chilly and less wind, a high of only about 48 degrees. Then only a light freeze as we get the day started on Sunday, and a high of 63. We will continue that warming trend with some scattered showers on into Wednesday, a high of 73, and the high on Thursday will solely depend on exactly when the front moves through, and then temperatures will be dropping. It looks like we're going to stay in the 40s for a high next Friday.